Hello and welcome to Andrew Explains. Today's movie is going to be over The Dark Knight there we go. The Dark Knight Rises. Alright, let's get started. Alright, this movie opens up in a bank that's getting robbed, okay? They're by some killer clowns, alright? These guys have masks on their face. You can't even see their face. They're just so hidden, okay? It's scary. And they go into this bank as like a mob. And they just like rush in. It's terrifying. I would be freaking out at that point. And they just open fire on like everybody basically. Everybody's like, ah! It's pretty scary, all right. And then they're like throwing these guys on the ground, and these guys are like, ah! And I would be terrified too. Except this one guy, all right. He's in this little office, right. He gets out a freaking shotgun, and he's just like boom, 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 and everybody's like. Except this one guy, alright? And, you know, during this whole time, the other guys are, like, killing each other, like the clowns, to get the money, right? And throw it into the back of the bus, which it's not there yet, okay? Anyway, except the Joker, alright? He finally gets a, you know, little shot at him. He's like, and the guy with the shotgun is just like, and he falls over, and you know, they're throwing the rest of the money into the bus, which killed the other guy. And the Joker's just like, the guy with the shotgun, who's like basically dead, he's like, how dare you guys? You can't do this to us. You guys used to be honest. And he's just like, yeah, whatever. He shoves a grenade or something in his mouth, and he just like gets in his bus, and it pulls the, you know, the little grenade thing, and the guy's just like dead. It's pretty scary. Anyway, they move on. They leave. All right, they pull out of the little, you know, whatchamacallit, whatever that thing is called, the bank. That was what it was. They pull out the bank in the bus. And they go along with the other buses because the school just got out, right? So they have like a perfect alibi. It was pretty scary how perfect that plan turned out. And they did it, and they also did it at the exact same time as when it was supposed to happen. Anyway, moving on. We move to Batman, all right? His first fight, and he fights. You know, I would not want to be in a fight with him, all right? He goes in like flying. He doesn't fly, he glides, alright? He just busts through the window, glass is shattered everywhere, and he just boom, 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 and then his guys are like, shoot him! And they're like, what do you mean, shoot him, my gun! And he just go boom, punches them all over the place, they're like flying, it's pretty scary. He easily wins, alright? He overpowers these guys, he just punches them into the ground. These guys don't even stand a chance, they barely hit him, alright? They even have dogs, which he doesn't even care, alright? He just easily gets rid of those dogs just like that. Alright, just boom, punts them. Anyway, moving on. Throughout this movie, after they catch these guys, they throw them into this courtroom with Harvey Dent, alright? He is supposed to be like the best lawyer in the entire city, okay? He easily interrogates this guy, right? He just, you know, like, this is why, here's the evidence, he's the bad guy, arrest him. And the guy's like, oh no! And he pulls out a gun. Alright, and Harvey's like, and he steals a gun just like that, alright? It's fast. And the guy just like, well, what happened? And he gets arrested. It was fast, okay? He gets arrested just like that. Harvey Dent's probably the best lawyer in Gotham City. Anyway, moving on. When they're after the conference, they get in, or after the courtroom, they go to this little party gathering, you know what I'm talking about? And the Joker, alright, he is not just a Joker, he is the Joker. He comes in the middle of it, crashes the party with his, you know, his little posse, and he just doesn't open fire, okay? He just, like, intimidates everybody by just, like, slapping them silly and fling them all over the place. He's almost about to murder someone. He's like, the knife is, like, to his throat. He's like, please don't kill me, please. And he's like, never mind, whatever. Because, Jane, I think her name is Jane. I'm pretty sure her name is Jane. She just says, you know, stop, and then Harvey's like, or not Harvey, the Joker, he's just like, I know who you are, and she's like, no you don't, and he's like, yeah I do, and he gets all, you know, to her face, and with the knife, he's just like, oh, you want to see how I got these scars, and she's like, oh, please don't, and all of a sudden, Batman comes out of nowhere, boom, punches him, the Joker flings across the room, and you know, his little posse's like, oh crap, get him, run out guys, and they all storm at him, including the Joker, just like kicking him with like a freaking blade is in his shoe, or it pops out, and he's just boom, 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 and eventually the Joker grabs Jane, and it's just like, you want, just stop, okay, I just want to just leave, Batman. And Batman's like, yeah, no, and he throws Jane out the window, and Jane's like, And Batman jumps, he glides out, he's like, whoosh, and grabs her, and they fall like 20 stories down, and he lands on a car, okay, and just go boom, and he saves her. Just like that. Alright, I mean, there's no question about it, he saved her. Anyway, after the conference, Batman, he's always getting into these fights, okay? Even later on, he gets into another fight with a different gang. I'm not sure what, oh yeah, these guys, I forgot. Which one was it? I forgot. I skipped a part. My bad. You know, like, Joker, he goes into, no, the bad guys are all having a conference, right? They get into this conference, and the Joker, you know, crashes in. He's not part of the, you know, bad guy leaders. I mean, he goes in anyway, and he's like, yeah, hey guys, I got a plan, I want to kill the Batman, let's do it. And the guys are like, yeah, no, not really. And he's like, yeah, well, you guys are a bunch of losers. And they're like, no, and that's really about it. And they get, like, raging out, and they're like, we're going to kill you right now. And the Joker's like, good luck. He pulls out, like, some grenades, and he's like, yeah, I wouldn't think so. And then he just walks out just like that. He's just done. And these guys are like, we need to kill him and the Batman right now. Let's do it, guys. And after that, that's when the Batman, he gets into this amazing fight with that group of bad guys, like leaders that are like in a different place. It's really confusing, okay? I don't even understand it. He gets in this fight. It's pretty epic. He just punches his way through everything. He's like a freaking like boat Batmobile. And he's just like, he's driving it. He's like shooting everything. He just, everybody's just dead, just like that. And he just defeats the leader. And the little SWAT team from the city, they come in, they arrest everybody, and I mean, he's really helping out the city. These regular SWAT team guys, they can't even handle this. The Batman, he just goes in, he's like the frontliner guy. He wipes everybody out, and the SWAT team just comes in later and just cleans everything up. It's just like that. Anyway, and that all was like before the party, by the way, so don't get that confused. Alright, anyway. And then, since they caught the Joker, they have an interrogation with him, okay? And they're just like, where's Harvey Dent? Where is Jade? And he's just like, I don't know. And they beat him up, right? Just boom, 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 with a chair and like a boom, his head, until he tells them that they're hidden in 2 different places, and he has to choose between one of those 2 to save. And of course, he's just like, I want to save Harvey Dent. And he lets Jane die, okay? And Harvey Dent, his whole face is like messed up, and he becomes Two-Face. He has a coin where he flips up and it tells you if you're dead or not. Alright, just like that. He's like, yeah, if his head's, I think, and his, or is it, I don't think it's even heads or tails because they're the same side, technically. It's just one that's burnt and one that's not. Anyway, moving on. Two-Face, he's a pretty scary guy, alright? He gets up after the Joker has this little thing in the hospital with him. He's just like, do you want to fight crime with me? Or not fight crime, do the crime with me. And he's like, whatever, sure, let's do it. And he just, you know, beats up a bunch of people, shoots people because he, you know, the coin thing. And people are so scared, right? He flips the coin. If it's burnt, ba-boom, you're dead. No question about it. And he gets in this whole thing where he's just wrecking everybody because he's trying to find out who took Jane to begin with and kidnapped her. Until he doesn't really figure it out. He's just mad at everybody. Just boom, 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 boom. Everybody's just dead like that. Anyway, moving on. The Joker's trying to prove some point throughout this whole movie that, like, everybody's bad, technically, and, you know, I don't even know. But he tries to do that by putting 2 bombs on 2 different boats. One filled with prisoners, one filled with just normal guys. And he's like, alright guys, 2 bombs, they're both going to be set off at 12 unless one of you guys, blows it up, you know what? Sorry. You know what I'm talking about? And there goes, yeah, okay, whatever. But they don't do it, you understand? They had this huge argument on each boat. And they're like, should we do it? Should we do it? Maybe, yeah, let's do it. Nope. And they don't do it. And the Joker's like freaking out. He's like, I'll just do it then. Until Batman, he's like, yeah, no, you don't. Boom! He beats him up. And he flies down from he throws him like off the building, right? And he grabs him with like a grapple and pulls him right back up. He's like, yeah, you're not dead. And the SWAT team comes running in. And they, you know, capture the Joker. Anyway, Two-Face, he's still in this movie, okay? He's, like, attacking Gordon, his kid, and his wife. And because he's blaming him for everything. And he's just like, he has a gun. He has a gun. He's like, yeah, I'm going to kill your son. He flips it. And before he has even a chance to, you know, catch the coin, Batman comes over, punches him. He flies, like, you know, down the building. And he's dead. Just like that. It was that quick. And you know, that was really about it. And after that, you know, they cheer. They're all very sad about Harvey Dent because the public doesn't know he was Two-Face. They only know him as like the White Knight. Okay, so they're gonna keep it that way and not let anyone else know about that. And they had that big, huge like ceremony at the end. They're like, "Oh no, Harvey Dent! It was so sad," kind of like that. And really, that was about it. And then Batman, he like goes into like he becomes like a bad guy for some reason, and he just like gets out of there real quick, like. And that's really about it. The whole movie. Thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe.